the great things about Rob, and you know, when you come to Monmouth County and when you're in Monmouth County, we love to make sure that you are loved. So, on behalf of Lillian Burry, John Curley, Tom Unknown, Gary Rich, and myself, we have this wonderful recognition certificate for you. But the most important line in this is that Monmouth County Board of Chosen Freeholders joins with the Arc of Monmouth in commending Rob Ilvento for his commitment to the autistic and the IDD community by proclaiming this day, December 1st, 2017, as Rob Ilvento Day in all of Monmouth County and the You got it.
Wow. See, you got bigger letters than me. I was trying to figure out how to make the letters bigger on the computer. We didn't get there. But thank you, Jan and Holly, the Arc of Monmouth. I am honored to receive this award. Also honored to bring increased awareness, support, and tolerance to the special needs community. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor, and everyone here for taking the time to support the Arc of Monmouth, such a great organization. No one does anything alone, and with that, I'd like to thank a few people. To my mother who taught me how to dream, and my father who taught me how to work, I love you both. To my late Ronnie and Granddad, we miss you both. To my friends and family, thanks for understanding Mo and loving Mo. To my brothers, of which I have 4, Joe being the smartest of the pack, taught me how to make my first buffalo wing on a trip back from Syracuse in 1984. Chris is the builder in the family, Andrew's the restaurateur in the family, and Greg's the musician in the family. I love you all. To my Uncle Carmen and Aunt Rosemary, my godmother, your positive and loving influence is always with me. To my partner Steve in the Silverball Museum, Steve, you make everything better, and there's more to come. We were great friends before we became great partners. Thank to you and Vicky for making the trip from Lancaster today to be here tonight. To Dan, the GM, and his staff at the Silverball Museum, or should I say the top attraction in the state of New Jersey. The teamwork made the dream work. It has been unbelievable seeing Asbury Park resurrect around us. It could not have been done without your passion for the games and your love for the city of Asbury Park. You are truly a pinball wizard. To Dr. Lubitz, the Silverball historian, the only dentist in New Jersey where you can play pinball and get your tooth pulled at the same time. You're the best. To my daughter Carly, War Damn Eagle. We got a big game tomorrow. I hope the running back is going to be healthy, but we'll see. And if we win, we'll go to the national championship if they get through the playoffs January 8th. She's the superstar of the family. She was brought up to be her older sister's older sister. I know it wasn't easy. She never made the embarrassing moments affect her, which there are many. It only made her stronger. Carly now lives in Austin, and we miss her every day. To Maureen Godfrey, or should I say Godsend, thank you for all you do for Morgan and her family. To my wife Jeannie, without you, I wouldn't be me. You deserve this award, as all my friends know. Growing up, my favorite TV show was I Dream of Jeannie. I always wanted to be an astronaut. I dreamed so much, God sent me my very own Jeannie. And just like a genie, she magically makes it all happen. She's the best mother an autistic child could have. Doing it while working as a head nurse as the adolescent unit in New Brunswick, taking care of other kids in need until Morgan aged out of school. That makes her a very special person. I love you always, and you really do deserve this award. And now the reason we're here. Morgan, Mo, my pal. You keep us young, laughing, and sometimes crying. Someone asked me once what it's like to have an autistic daughter. I replied, well, after the shock of the diagnosis, the anger, blame, denial, resentment that passes quickly. It's like having a red-haired female Dennis the Menace. If being curious is a sign of intelligence, Morgan is brilliant. Morgan is compulsive, impulsive, strong-willed, and not always well-behaved. A lot like her father growing up, I was told. Morgan can watch the same movie over and over again 1,000 times. We have seen the Titanic sink in our living room. What a great love story that is. I've seen Woody and Buzz Lightyear come to life just a few more times than I've seen Pinocchio come to life. Mo likes, or should I say obsesses over necklaces, bracelets, lanyards, and at times she can look like a female Mr. T. But adding to the obsession was the key phase. Not just any keys, car keys. She would find our car keys and attach them around her necklaces, and then go to school. But not just our car keys. Your car keys, your neighbor's car keys, and their friends' car keys. Even if the keys were in the car. We returned most of them, but we still have a few sets of cars that we don't own. So if you're missing a car key, we may have it. Then it was on the rubber bands. Finding them anywhere she could. On the ground, the floor, offices. But her favorite place to hunt for rubber bands was at Whole Foods. In the produce aisle. The asparagus, broccoli, and scallions didn't stand a chance against Mo's rubber band spray. Quite the scene to witness. Luckily, Morgan has a healthy respect for the police and a threat to call 911. That usually stops the rubber band raid. Like I said, she's very smart. Morgan is strong like an ox. We often say, don't mess with Mo. When Mo was 9 or 10, a Marine once helped me carry Mo on his shoulders on Christmas Eve Mass in St. Paul's in Princeton, kicking, screaming, and crying. True story. She didn't like the organ music that day. 10 minutes later, Morgan and I walked back for communion. Half the congregation at New Mo had tears in their eyes as they saw Mo calmly walking up the aisle with her hands together, waiting for the host, or what Mo calls the bread. So Morgan walks a little funny, talks a little funny, and it's pretty funny. By midnight tonight, we could all be doing that. Morgan loves kisses, pizzas, ice cream, bagels, chocolate, football, and parties, just like all of us. Morgan is the reason the Silverball Museum came into existence, taken to a pinball machine some 15 years ago. One machine led to two machines led to 900, and 2 museums and counting that will archive these great games for generations to come. So what does this all mean? Tolerance, acceptance, and support are sometimes in short supply. So the next time you see a situation involving a special needs child, don't look away, but find a way to either offer help or a few kind words that won't go unappreciated. So in closing with Mo, without Mo, the Silverball Museum would not exist. The Asbury Park location would not be the top attraction in New Jersey. We would not laugh every day of all the funny stuff she does, like wearing 10 shirts under a full yellow rain gear in the sweltering summer. She doesn't get the AC thing yet. The numerous news articles that have been written about myself in the Silverball Museum, Industry Magazine, the cover of Rutgers Alumni Magazine, 1776 to name a few, would not have been written. And I would not be standing here sipping champagne with you fine people, a line from the Titanic. So thank you, Jan, Holly, and the Ark of Monmouth for your enthusiasm, love, and support for the special needs community. An organization that brings together many resources to provide structure, relief, hope to the children, the adults, and the families that they serve. It's never too late to do the right thing, and supporting the Ark of Monmouth is the right thing. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
We're here.
And with that, make sure we bid up all the auctions. You're going to overpay for everything. Remember that. Overpay for everything that you bid for. Thank you very much.